Hey, what's up guys, it's Rick Pete back here, and I'd just like to welcome you all to my latest video. What's up guys, welcome back, and here is my latest video. As the title suggests, I'm going to be showing you guys today my TNA documentary DVDs. I will be doing my event ones at some point, it's just I have some stored away or packed away that I can't put my hands on at the moment, so I figured I'd split it into two videos rather than just do one that's about 2 hours long or something. Well, this one should be pretty quick. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to be showing you my TNA documentary DVDs. They're not going to be in like order of how I bought them. They are sort of in some sort of degree of sort of favoritism, you know, least favorite to favorite. You'll see as the video goes on. So without further ado, I'll get on with it. So the first one I'm going to show you is this one, Knockouts, the Ladies of TNA. I'll be honest, I think I just bought that years ago and I was just collecting DVDs for the sake of it. It's not a bad DVD. Anybody who's got it will know it's not bad. It's probably better than some of the matches are probably better than a lot of the WWE female stuff for a long time. Well, from a long time ago anyway. So yeah, next up is, oops, sorry about the glare. Don't know if you can see it properly. That's TNA's 50 Greatest Moments. That's a 3-hour DVD that came out in about 2006. So obviously there'll probably been loads more great moments since then. That's a really good DVD. I've watched that one a couple of times now. Next up, Best of 2007. Some great matches on here. I'll just quickly run through a couple for you. Kurt Angle versus Sting for the TNA World Championship at Bound for Glory. Excuse me, Bound for Glory Ultimate X match, Latin American Exchange versus Triple X. Ladder match with Kaz versus the Instant Classic Christian Cage. Texas Death match between Cowboy James Storm, Wildcat Chris Harris. King of the Mountain match at Slammiversary, which has got Angle versus Joe versus Styles versus Christian versus Wildcat Chris Harris. Hard Justice All or Nothing, Kurt Angle versus Samoa Joe. And then Destination X, it's got an Elevation X match between Rhino and the phenomenal AJ Styles. Some really good matches on there. I sat and watched that with my little lad and he absolutely loved it. Next up is, oh, done it again, Best of the X Division Volume 2. I have yet to get Volume 1 and I keep trying to track it down wherever I can find it. There's some great matches on here. I'm just trying to see if it's got the match. No, that must be on Volume 1. The Joe Daniels and AJ Styles ones, because I can't see on the back of here. But there are some really good matches on there. Obviously the X Division back in the day was just the absolute bollocks. It was amazing, something totally different. Next up is Best of the Tag Teams Volume 1. This was one of the first few DVDs I bought of TNA. There's some great matches on here, but it features like LAX, Team 3D, America's Most Wanted, Voodoo King Mafia, which was Kip James, and BG James, which is Billy Gunn and Road Dogg. The Naturals, and it's got AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels when they were a team. Absolutely amazing matches, and as you can see, it's got an 18 rating. There is one of the matches is just absolute. There's just it's bloodshed. I can't remember which one it is. I think this one may have the one. No, it doesn't say. With LAX, not LAX, sorry, Triple X, where Helix Skipper does the massive jump off the cage. I could have sworn that was on there, but it isn't. Next up, a second to none, World's Toughest Tag Teams. This is another great DVD. It took me a while to find this one, but I managed to get it. It's got Team 3D, Kristen and Rhino, Mick Steiner and Animal, Beer Money, who were my favourite tag team in TNA, Matt Morgan and Abyss, who I quite liked as a team, LAX, Motor City Machine Guns, loads of stuff. That's another really good DVD. Next up, TNA Ultimate Matches, and most of these are 2-disc sets. I can't remember the matches on here, but I know there are some amazing matches, and I remember watching it with my little boy, and he was absolutely blown away. He couldn't believe some of the stuff that they were doing. Next is one that I got. I don't know why I bought it, because 2 of the 3 people on the cover I absolutely despise. The 2 I despise being, well, Bischoff, I'm neither in or there. Hogan, can't stand him. In my opinion, though, those 2 guys there, Hogan and Bischoff, ruined TNA. I think I basically just got this for the whole when Jeff Hardy joined them sort of thing, and I think it was like dirt cheap on eBay. That's probably why I got it. Next up is Doomsday, Best of Abyss. Absolutely amazing DVD. I've watched this one so many times. I remember watching it with my dad. My dad really enjoyed it. I mentioned before, he actually used to watch a lot of TNA with me, especially the DVDs. He was a massive AJ Styles fan, and yeah, we watched that one. I used to watch him with my friends, and they used to come round. We used to stick a DVD on, and they couldn't believe the difference between some of the stuff TNA were doing compared to WWE. But yeah, so that's another good DVD. Next up is this one. Kurt Angle, Champion, 2-disc set. Great DVD. Anybody who's an Angle fan, if you've only sort of got his WWE stuff, which he hasn't actually got a WWE DVD up. Oh, he has now, sorry. But yeah, that's well worth picking up. Even if you're not a fan of TNA, you just like Kurt Angle, grab it. Then we have Sting, Return of an Icon. That's a really good DVD. I need to get the last one they did of Sting after he left to join WWE for the Hall of Fame. Up next is Nevermore, the Best of Raven. I do apologise for the glare. That is just a brutal DVD. There was just so many bloodbath matches on there. It's unreal. How it only got a TV 14 rating is beyond me. Just copious amounts of bloodshed in that one. Great DVD. Up next, Unstoppable, the Best of Samoa Joe. This one does have the Styles Daniels Joe match on. The quite possibly the best triple threat wrestling match in the history of wrestling ever. Don't think it has the... No, it doesn't look like it's got the rematch on it. It just looks like it's got the original from 2005, but that's a great DVD. That's one I remember watching with my dad. He loved it. Up next is Enigma, the Best of Jeff Hardy. There's 2 or 3 more Jeff Hardy ones that I need to get. It's just, trying to find them at a reasonable price, because I don't want to pay over the odds for them. I love this DVD. I've watched it God knows how many times. I remember watching it with my best friend Geordie. In fact, if I remember correctly, he got this first purely because he was a Jeff Hardy fan. Even though he'd not watched TNA, he got this and we watched it, and I went and bought it straight away. So yeah, that's a great DVD. If you're a fan of Jeff Hardy and even if you didn't see him in TNA. That's worth picking up. Next up, one of my favourite tag teams of TNA history. Best of America's Most Wanted. Chris Harris, Wildcat Chris Harris, Cowboy James Storm. Massive James Storm fan. This is a great DVD. I've watched this one quite a few times as well. There are some brutal matches on there, but some great tag team wrestling. TNA, well, I don't know about now because I've not watched it for a long time, but back in the day, TNA really sort of brought out tag team wrestling, whereas WWE didn't really seem to bother with it. But obviously now things are changing in WWE. The tag team division's pretty well, pretty good on both shows. So up next is a DVD that I had to get, as I'm a fan of this guy. How WWE have not yet done a DVD about him is beyond me, considering that Edge has had 2 DVDs out already and this guy's not had one. It is Christian Cage, the Instant Classic. Great DVD. So I had to get it. Massive Christian fan. Absolutely thought it was amazing. WWE never gave him a World Championship reign. Went to TNA there, no hesitation. NWA World Champion. And then WWE realised actually he's World Heavyweight material, so when he went back he won the World Heavyweight title. But that's a great DVD. This is possibly my favourite tag team of all time. TNA, face, heel, whatever. Absolutely love these guys. This is a 2 disc one. It's a Fandemonium one featuring 2 tag teams. The first team it features is the Motor City Machine Guns, who I quite liked a lot of their stuff, but I mostly bought it for those guys, Bobby Roode and James Storm. James Storm recently left WWE, recently left TNA even, so who knows, he may show up in WWE. Don't think they'll put him back as beer money, but you never know. Now I'm up to my last 2, and these are my 2 favourite DVDs. First up, phenomenal, Best of AJ Styles. It is what it is, it's phenomenal. Absolutely love that DVD. I've watched it so many times. And then I've got Phenomenal, Best of AJ Styles, Volume 2. They were 2 of the one of them, I think it was Volume 2, was one of the first ones I got. And then I got Volume 1, and then I got some of the other stuff, and me and my dad watched that DVD over and over again. I absolutely loved it. So yeah, that's that, guys. That's my TNA documentary DVD video. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and yeah, if you have any comments or anything, please feel free to drop them below, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now, guys.